So this is going to be your rotator cuff exercise for a lot of you overhead athletes. And we're going to cover all the basic exercises. Again, you can do these one-on-one, but we're going to put this together in a series so you knock them out one after the next. So for your external rotation, I'm using a pulley system here, but your bands could work just fine. So put a towel or some sort under your elbow here. I'm going to use my fist, and I'm going to basically go out, not super far. I don't want to stress my shoulder at all too much. I don't want to go all the way in. I'm keeping that nice midline, going out about 30 degrees, coming back. Good posture up, right. You should feel a nice little burn in the shoulder rotator cuff there. Now to do internal rotation, I'm just going to use the other arm for the sake of the camera, but you would then go internal. So I'm going to stay here and work my way in, come back. I don't need to go all the way in and have my elbow come off my side, so I'm going to stay here, in, nice and slow. And then we're going to do one in an overhead position for external and internal rotation. So I'm going to get basically in line with my shoulder. Again, I'll probably raise this up, probably one. So it's in line with your shoulder, a little bit better. Straight line, and I'm going to external rotate and come back. So I'm not gonna let myself arch to get back. If I have to do that, it's too much tension, too much weight, drop it down. Drive back. And then when you go forward, same thing, keeping that nice 90-degree position, down, back, good upright position. Okay, then we're gonna do a basic row. So I'm gonna stand nice and tall, and I'm gonna pull back and squeeze, getting my shoulder blade to really pull back. We don't wanna go too far, because if I go too far back, my shoulder dips forward, which then hurts the shoulder, so I'm gonna keep myself back. And my elbow pretty much goes even with my rib cage here. Okay, and then what we're gonna do is we're gonna go down to a low position. And again, if you have a band, you can just kind of clip it, go up high and low. We're gonna do a reverse throwing motion, and they're also gonna do standard low to high back rows. So the standard throwing motion, if you're to throw, come forward, we're gonna try and go backwards. So take a step back and squeeze. And you can also just go with your low to high row standing. You could do two at the same time. You can go one at a time, but I'm gonna go up, straight arm. And again, we're not trying to arch our back when we do this. Okay, and then to do some forward throwing motions, set it pretty high, and we're gonna basically throw and do our motion as if we're throwing. And as you go through the whole series, we really want to emphasize the back of the rotator cuff. We do too much internal rotation, so whenever we're doing these, try and really emphasize the external rotation, going backwards, more pulling motions than pushing motions. But that is just a general rotator cuff warm-up you can do, or strengthening program you can do for your overhead athletes.